Hey Gemini, EverlongMystic here. So we're gonna get you a message today, and for this series, every sign has different or their own oracle and tarot decks. So I picked the Divine Animals for you and the Fountain Tarot. And I got the feeling, Gemini, that you wanted a little bit more, like a little bit of detail, a little bit more structure. All the readings I've done so far have been, kind of go with the flow, the most important thing that needs to come out kind of thing. And you want something, you wanted a Celtic cross spread. So I don't usually do those on the channel, but I am for you today. They can be quite helpful in explaining a situation. I'm not done. All right, let's shuffle. Okay. All right, let's get these out. All right, this is you. Oh, okay. So you have the dog card here, Gemini, and this is kind of symbolic of you. Now, there's a couple things with this card. The first one is micro macro, because we have this huge dog right here, right? This is the head, and there's the eye, but we also have this small dog right here. So it's like, I don't know, the size does matter, Gemini. The size of something, anyways. But it's also a card of companionship. That loyal, trusty friend. And I'm wondering what's the deal with it, because this is what's kind of surrounding you right now, and this is what's getting in the way. Justice is getting in the way. Why? All right, I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need more than that. Hold on. Let me get a baby card for you. Why is justice getting in the way of companionship for Gemini? There's too much conflict. So, see, here's the thing, Gemini. Justice prevails, right? Justice is a bigger energy. It's a, like a major arcana. It's an archetype. It's just there in the universe, right? It doesn't really it doesn't have feelings. You know what I mean? Justice is blind. So this is here regardless, and I don't know that if this conflict is you fighting justice, or if justice is going to be coming to some kind of conflict you have with it, with a companion, or it could be a partner, or I can see it going both ways. So some of you might be having a disagreement with someone that you're close with, right? And you're not seeing the big picture or something. And then some of you are actually fighting the justice. Interesting. All right. So here's what's already known. What is already known? Okay. So we have a walking away here. This is interesting because it's like these cups aren't very messy. It's like it's strange to me that they're all very neatly stacked up, like they're cleaned, they're washed, and it's like this is a picture of someone walking away, like, but not leaving a mess. Like they're leaving, but they're leaving it in a state like cleaner and nicer than when they left. It's like a respectable leave. You know what I mean? Like they didn't take all the cups and break them and smash them out of anger, or they didn't. I mean, they just said, "Well, I'm done with these cups. I'm done with it. They're not mine anymore." And to me, this is what this is saying. I think this is mostly for those of you that are fighting some kind of justice, some kind of decision that's already been made. Probably not by you. It is what it is, kind of thing. And it's best to not cause a scene and just accept it for what it is. So we have the Hangman in the past, and I think this is what's contributing to this conflict or this disagreement or this, this scratchy abrasion feeling, right? It's like it feels like being stuck in a situation, or like my hands are tied, like being forced to do something. And that, to me, it seems like it's fuel for the fire. It makes it even harder to accept whatever this is. I mean, maybe some of you are having a hard time with, being divorced or something, or I don't know. And so what you're not aware of here, oh, nice. So what you're not aware of here is that I want to say, like, this will fade, and you are going to find your strength. There is something very there's something very stable for you that you are able to grab onto here. You have something stable you can grab onto. You can stand. You do not have to take this lying down. You don't have to like it, but you're still going to be standing. And so here we have the Empress. I kind of like that she's here. Number one, I like that you have the Emperor and the Empress. So there's like all kind, like both giving, receive, like both energy types, the yin, the yang, are kind of getting mixed in with your energy here. Very not like in a free for all way, but like look what you have available, what energies you have available to tap into, kind of way. But I like the Empress in this position right here, because for me, this position is something that is inevitable that you have to go through, like, or experience. There's no that you have to cross this, right? So you have to get past this in order to get to whatever this outcome is, or the future, that kind of thing. So this is like immediate future that's inevitable, right? And it's the Empress, which is like beautiful and loving and nurturing, and it's very calm and peaceful and nurturing energy. And I think this is kind of like the universe forcing you to take care of yourself in ways that you haven't necessarily done yet, either yet or enough of. You know what I mean? It's like forced, it almost seems like forced self-care. I love it. So we have the Ace of Swords, and this is inside of you. This is like your internal, what's going on inside, right? And once you finally take care of the part of you that needs it the most, then you have this sense of clarity. It's like you have this refreshed insight about yourself, right? And that's empowering. How, and this is outside of you, and you have the moon, so it's like outside of you. Like, I feel like you're going to confuse some people, and I think that's okay. I think it's okay. There's gonna, like, people are gonna wonder, like, wow, Gemini, like, they went from this to that, and now it's like they're like shining light out of their head or something, or it's like people are gonna wonder what's going on with you. They're gonna wonder about what what changed. It's like they're gonna see it, they're gonna feel it, they're gonna sense it somehow, but they're not gonna know what it is because this is internal. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Well, I understand this. It's because, like, this is what you're afraid of and or what you desire the most. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, like, as far as the fear, like what you're afraid of, I think you're afraid of this, like, like having this situation happen again, having some kind of, like, something that's not in your control, some kind of decision or happening that's not in your control, and having that and you not liking it, right? And having to experience all that goes along with it, all of this, all this, like, whether it's restriction or just not being able to make something just so, or whatever it is for you. So that's a fear. It's like, you, in the back of your head, it's like, man, you don't want that to happen again, and that's totally understandable. But what's cool is that because of this experience here, and this inside of going on inside of you, you are more open-minded, and you are more willing to explore, and you're willing to like have an experience that you haven't had before. I feel like this is expansion here. Like, you're more willing than you were before all of this, which is very cool. And so this here, now, normally with the Celtic Cross, this is like the final outcome, but I don't do final outcomes because I don't think they exist. So this is just a possible outcome or possible energy in the future. So we have Seven of Wands. Oh, this is what you're afraid of. But not really, because you're standing your ground. See, now if this was the... Oh, that is smart. So it's almost like the universe knows what you're afraid of. The universe also knows what you desire. So what's happening here is, instead of the universe giving you another Five of Wands, you're getting the Seven of Wands, which is you being able to defend yourself. So your hands are no longer tied, right? It's a fair fight. But, like, you'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet and freaking defend yourself, which is awesome, right? It's like you'll be able to stand tall because you have this energy to back you up. I mean, I don't always like saying that, oh, you're gonna have a test, but, like, it kind of does feel like a test. Like, hey, you know what? You've grown, you've gone through some shit, you've healed some stuff. Like, stand up, hold your ground, man. You deserve it. That's what it feels like. All right, so Gemini, this is your message. I like it. You got me all excited. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye, Gemini.